Hey ladies, happy Tuesday. So I am currently about to whip up my glass of Shakeology for the day. So for all of you new challengers to the group, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to share with you how I blend my glass every day, hopefully to give you ideas, and I will also be sharing more tips and tricks when it comes to enjoying Shakeology within this post above after I'm done. And I'm going to start creating an album in the photo section of our page where I'll continuously be sharing recipes as they come about, because all of us are trying different flavors, we're enjoying different flavors. I am a vegan chocoholic, so I get the bag. If you guys haven't realized already, the bag is 30 servings, but if you're just starting out, you may be starting with a combo box, and the box is 24. But that is okay, because my suggestion to all of you, if you are just starting out, you want to actually start with a half a serving, at least for the first 3 to 4 days that you're using it, because of the amazing superpowers of the pre and probiotics that are in every glass of Shakeology. And if your body is not used to taking a probiotic on a daily basis, or the strongest probiotic that is actually in Shakeology, no, you will not be running to the bathroom. But you may start to feel a little unsettling because it's doing its job. It's cleaning you out, so you're gonna have less bloat, less constipation, all of that stuff. This is what saved me while I was pregnant with both my girls. I never had pregnancy constipation, true story, because of Shakeology. And I'm regular as regular can be today. But you actually want to start the first 3 to 4 days with a half a serving. So if you're using the little packets, do a half a packet. If you have a bag like I do, you'll find that there is a scoop inside, and I'm actually going to open mine right now. They actually make you hunt for the scoop because how it, jostles around while it ships, and typically I have to cut it because it's really a strong seal. I suggest if you guys have a really good airtight sealed container, to maybe if you have the bag, transfer it to that so it's a lot easier. Sometimes the bags can get a little wonky and they don't close all the way. But yeah, my scoop is buried. I promise you there is a scoop inside of it. So I typically just take a butter knife and I kind of just dig for it and find it. And usually once you find your scoop, it is already full of one complete serving. Like a complete serving of Shakeology is either a full packet or a full scoop. So I am on a full scoop, but I usually just dump it and start from the beginning. So I get it totally cleaned out. Okay, there's the scoop. That's a full serving. So, some tips in regards to Shakeology. So you are able to mix it with any liquid of your choice, your favorite liquid. I love unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I get mine at Trader Joe's. I usually use about 6 ounces of this and about 2 ounces of this dark chocolate almond milk to make it even more chocolatey because I'm a chocoholic. So that is my current combination. You can use coconut milk, you can use regular milk, you can use water. You can use coffee, but it must be chilled. You cannot put hot ingredients with Shakeology because as soon as you do that, you kill off a lot of the live natural ingredients that actually are a benefit to you. It kills them off. So if you want to use, it's amazing. If chocolate and vanilla, even the cafe latte, are amazing with chilled coffee if you're a coffee person. I do still recommend maybe doing half coffee, half almond milk or coconut milk because it makes it really thick. I personally love mine thick, like a Wendy's Frosty. If you prefer yours thinner, then add more water to it, add more liquid to it. So it really takes at least the first week to kind of find your perfect texture, your perfect recipe. So have patience with it. Don't feel like you're going to get on the first time, because when I started this 5+ years ago now, back in 2012, I've been drinking it since. It probably took me a good week to really find my favorite consistency and my recipe. So have patience with it. It's new to you. And just like your fitness journey, it's going to take time to figure it all out. So I have a Vitamix. I definitely started with a regular blender. You don't have to have a high-end blender. I will say if you have just your general blender like a KitchenAid, my suggestion is to put all of your ingredients in first. You're going to add ice to it every time. Crush up the ice into the ingredients, get that all mixed together, and then as it's running, drop in your Shakeology and it'll blend perfectly together. That's what I had to do for the first couple of years. Now I can just throw it all in at once and it's done. So that's my tip when it comes to that. You definitely can shake it, especially if you're on the go, you don't have a blender. It's great shaken. It's best blended. That's always recommended. And if you do either or, they always recommend to drink it within the first 30 minutes. Not because it takes the nutrition down or anything. It's just things start to separate, and the consistency will just be that much better if you consume it within the first 30 minutes. So I'm going to have added my almond milk. If you're a person that works at an office and you really want it blended, you can do one of two things. You can either blend it the night before or the day of. Keep it in your freezer for a little bit, and as you head out the door, grab it so it'll kind of defrost as you're on your way to work. Pop it in your refrigerator at work, and then just shake it before you enjoy it. I have moms that can't do their blenders in the morning or they're with their kids, so they will actually blend it the night before and pop it in their freezer. And then if they know when they're going to drink it, they take it out about an hour beforehand so it can kind of defrost, and then they just shake it up, and they love it. They said it's still great. So find what works for you. There is no right time of day to drink Shakeology. You drink it when it is most convenient to you, when you need it the most. So if you are a person like me who has the dip of energy about this time of day, has a big sweet tooth, wants to dive into their kids' lunches, that's when I drink it, because this is what keeps me on track, keeps me out of their meals, keeps my sweet tooth at bay, and gives me that little oomph of energy I need in the afternoon. And it makes a super simple lunch for me. When I was breastfeeding, it was a very healthy snack because you need those extra 500 calories as you're breastfeeding. So for me, it was a snack. Now it's more of a meal for me, now that I'm not breastfeeding anymore. So here is my milk. I always add in about, I'm trying to think what I should do next. I add about a teaspoon of almond butter. You can use any type of nut butter. Be aware of, if you're following the containers, that you don't overdo it, because you could totally overserve yourself on nut butters, even because it's really good, and I typically lick the spoon too. So I put nut butters in. You can put fresh or frozen fruit and vegetables. My latest craze is frozen cherries. I like frozen because it makes it that much more thicker. If you guys have bananas that are going bad and you don't want to pitch them, separate them, unpeel them, separate them, pop them in a freezer bag, pop them in your freezer, and those are really good. Like, I love the peanut butter and banana and a little dash of cinnamon mixture with the chocolate. I kind of ran my course with that, and when I started this is the one I've been hooking on now for the past couple months. So I have my teaspoon of almond butter, and I get the dark sweet cherries, frozen cherries from Trader Joe's. Look in your freezer section, and I measure out a purple container, so I know I'm having a purple. Whoop. And I'll talk more about containers on the webinar and then later this week. But a proper portion container is one where you can be able to pop the lid on and it stays on. It can't be overflowing because that's not the portion. Correct portion is just that, and if you were able to put the lid on, it's just the correct portion. So I'm allowed a purple, so I add in my frozen cherries. I need a green on this meal too. So I basically take a heaping handful of fresh washed spinach. And yes, you cannot taste the spinach in it. It just blends in. So I have people that do spinach, I have people that do kale. I have women in my other group that do frozen okra. I can't find that in my store, but she says it's amazing. You can't taste it either. That's a good green to add in. I add the spinach. I'm going to add my scoop of vegan chocolate. Add that in. And then I also add in vital proteins. So this is collagen peptides. I did my research on this, and I have been having some issues with my joints lately, my elbow and my right knee. And it is basically from grass-fed cows, and it is collagen from their bones. It is not flavored, and the serving size is 2. I usually do about a 1.5 just to get more out of it. But this creates and promotes healthier, stronger joints and bones, and healthier hair, nail, and skin. And it's simple. I can just add it in my Shakeology and it's done. So that is that. That is my latest recipe. So vanilla almond milk, dark chocolate almond milk. I usually add a splash of water sometimes. Oh, my ice. I forgot my ice. So about a cup of ice, give or take. And I always do a splash of water. So that is a lot, you guys. That's going to blend down. And typically I have to help it too as it goes because it gets pretty thick. But yeah, here we go, noisy part. So good. It's like a decadent brownie. I'll share with you guys too in the group how to make the mug cake out of this. It's pretty amazing. So those nights that you do have a sweet tooth, you need something but you don't want to dive into the cookie jar, there's an amazing chocolate mug cake that you can make with the chocolate Shakeology. It's fantastic. But you guys, you will come to soon realize, and I'll be sharing more information about it with you guys in the group, exactly what you're drinking on a daily basis. I was one that grew up on meal replacement shakes, protein shakes, all that stuff, and never was I ever satisfied. I always wanted something that was thick like a milkshake. I wanted to enjoy it. I needed to take care of my cravings. And when I tried Shakeology for the first time, knowing that it had the full risk-free money-back guarantee, I was like, what do I got to lose? And I was like on that final plateau to get off of when I first started my journey. I tried it for 30 days, and after, I would say, the first 90 days is when I really noticed that my cravings were gone. My IBS symptoms were totally resolved. I had more energy. I was now seeing the scale move in the direction that I wanted it to. And ever since then, I'm not on a journey to lose weight or any of that. I'm on maintenance mode. But you got to keep staying active to stay healthy, to stay at that point that you want to. It's not just because I hit my goal and I stop. It's a lifestyle. And this is a part of my lifestyle. This makes my life way more easier. It's one meal that I don't have to think about in a day. I just throw it in a blender and I get to enjoy while I play with the girls, do stuff around the house. I could take it in the car with me. And I will read you exactly what it says on the back of the bag, and you can see it on yours as well. But it's designed to deliver the nutrients that you need, because even if we are eating the cleanest of foods, the best diets, we go to Whole Foods, whatever it is, we still aren't getting enough nutrients, because the way that food is grown and processed and put together these days, there's added sugars, added in false ingredients. The soil is not what it was 20, 30, 40 years ago. And every time that I hear the doctors and the scientists that have formulated Shakeology, I'm just blown away, because we truly are all gifted with amazing, amazing food that is minimally processed. It is whole food nutrition in one glass, and you get to treat yourself to that every day. So I am truly so excited for all of you to experience this. The vegan option has 9 essential amino acids that make up a complete protein source without the animal byproducts. Shakeology is formulated globally harvested ingredients such as adaptogens, proteins, prebiotics, probiotics, antioxidants that support energy levels, support regularity, digestion, help curb junk food cravings, and you may even lose weight because of it. So it's not a protein shake, it's not a weight loss shake, it is truly just a complete meal in one glass. So if your day is totally off track, you have that lunch meeting, you go out with the family for dinner, you have that piece of cake, you are at least ensured one great meal. So I'll be sharing more information about Shakeology as we go along. I'll share with you guys recipes as well. Any questions, let me know, because I'm so passionate about this. It has saved me from so many things, and even my girls love it. All right, have a good day, ladies. I'll talk to you soon.